After coaching hundreds of clients, I've learned that tracking your food is the most effective way to change your body composition. But if you're doing that with an app that's complicated to use, staying consistent is nearly impossible. Which is why in today's video, I'm reviewing Fitia, a nutrition tracking app that combines traditional tracking features with some new smart AI features, including AI photo and voice food logging, personalized meal generation, and a built-in AI nutrition coach, which makes it easier than ever to track your food and reach your fitness goals. I'm going to cover the most notable features, pricing, and if Fitia is the right fit for you or not. First off, Fitia has both a free and a premium version. The free version covers all of the basics, including food tracking, macros, water, as well as progress tracking for both your body weight and photos. The premium version is going to unlock all of the AI features in a wide range of advanced tools like the personalized meal plan feature, AI photo and food voice logging, AI food creation, and Fitia Coach, which is going to give you instant feedback throughout the day to help you make smarter food choices. You'll also get extras like intermittent fasting support, a smart grocery list, and much more. Now that you've got a sense of what's included, let's move on to the most important part of any nutrition app, the tracking features. There are 5 different ways to log what you eat using the Fitia app. To start, you have the classic features that you'd expect from any nutrition tracking app. You can search foods, scan barcodes, and log them instantly. Using these traditional methods feels smooth and familiar. It performs just like a traditional tracking app that you've probably used in the past, just without the clutter. And unlike other apps that rely on user-generated entries, Fitia's database is 100% verified by certified nutritionists, with over 500,000 verified foods and new ones being added each and every week. This means that you can trust what you're tracking in the app is accurate. But Fitia also has a few tools that go above and beyond what you'd find in a traditional food tracker, which makes logging your food even faster and more convenient. The first of these is the text food logging feature. Just type out what you ate, for example, like typing in 2 eggs and toast, and Fitia is going to automatically calculate the calories and macros for you and add it to your food log. I didn't expect to like this feature as much as I did, but as I was testing the app, I realized it was one of the features I used the most because it's simple, quick, and accurate, especially when you include the serving size of the food you're going to log. For example, 40 grams of dry oatmeal. The text food logging ended up being one of those personal favorites for me. Next up, you have voice food logging, which lets you log your food by just speaking into the app. Say something like half a tablespoon of peanut butter, and Fitia is going to find that entry and add it to your food log. As you'd expect, it works best when you add in specific measurements or brand names. But even with general foods, I did find it to be quite accurate. Now, the feature that really caught my attention is the AI photo tracking, where you just take a picture of the food on your plate, and Fitia is going to estimate the calories and the macronutrients for you. On this channel, we've reviewed and tested many AI photo tracking apps before, so I was curious to see how Fitia would compare to those other nutrition tracking apps. In my testing, it was spot on for packaged or brand name foods, as well as pretty accurate for plain foods like apples and bananas. It nailed my Starbucks order within 20 calories, and when I scanned in foods like protein bars or other packaged foods, it was consistently accurate. For other mixed meals like pasta or chili, I found that it was within 10 to 20% of the estimated values for calories and macronutrients, which does fall in line with industry standards. Now, if you're someone that needs your calories and macronutrients tracked down to the last gram, like you're a serious athlete or you're prepping for a show or you have a very intense body composition goal and timeline, manual tracking is still your best option. Or if you're using Fitia, the voice and text logging options are both just as accurate as manual entry, but they only take a fraction of the time. For most people though, those that are focused on losing weight or building better habits or just improving their overall nutrition, this kind of technology can make a big difference. It removes some of the biggest barriers to tracking by allowing you to log foods quickly and staying mindful, especially when you don't know what's in a food. Like say you're at a social function or a family event and you don't have full control over over what you're eating. And that's one of the things I enjoyed the most about the Fitia app. Within one app, you have so many ways to track your food, depending on the situation you're in, your goals, or even your preferences at the time. You can choose the method that works best for you and just get your food tracking done. And you also have the flexibility to change things up if your goals or habits change. Beyond just logging, Fitia gives you tons of flexibility. Once your foods are in the app, you can copy and paste meals or even full days of eating, create and save recipes, and even use a reverse calorie calculator that tells you exactly how much of a specific food you'll need to eat to hit your calorie macronutrient targets. Now that wraps up the tracking features. Next up, we're going to move on to one of the most useful additions I've seen in a nutrition tracking app, which is the meal plan generator. Fitia's meal plan generator is going to create a personalized meal plan for you based on your calorie and macronutrient goals. It takes your daily calorie goal, split across different meals and snacks, then generates recipes and portions that fit in perfectly with your plan. Most meal planning apps just give you a list of recipes to browse, where Fitia is going to create the actual plan for you. The meals themselves are simple and practical, which isn't always the case. From my experience, they were balanced and they were easy to make. Some are a bit basic, but that's perfect for people that just want a simple and easy to execute plan. But there are more elaborate plans if you like spending more time in the kitchen. Nutritionally though, and this is probably the most important part, they all make sense and they provide a solid framework to build from. You also have a lot of flexibility with customization. When you set up your account at the beginning, you're gonna fill in your goals, your preferences, as well as common ingredients you use to cook. And Fitia will use that information to start building your plan automatically. You can tweak those settings anytime, whether you want more variety or more or less meals, or swap out certain foods. And even if you don't use the entire meal plan feature, it's still really useful. You can use it for recipe inspiration, see how your individual meals will break down to hit your macros, or quickly generate a plan when you don't want to overthink how you need to eat in order to hit your goals. And what's especially slick is that you can do all of this from the search bar right in the tracking area. Alongside options like adding food in manually and the AI photo scan feature, there's also a generate meal option called the For You section that instantly creates meal options for you based on your calories and macronutrients for that specific meal slot. Fitia also has a recipe library where you can add any of those meals directly into your food tracking app. The library includes thousands of recipes and you can filter for calories, macronutrients, meal type, and even nutrition goals like high protein or low sugar. So that's an overview of the meal plan generator. It's cool to see such a sophisticated feature built into what you would assume is just a nutrition tracking app. But we're not done here. It's time to move on to one of Fitia's most useful features for learning about your nutrition, but also getting long-lasting results, which is Fitia Coach, which is this app's built-in nutrition coach. When you click on a meal or food item within the app, you're gonna see an option that says Analyze with Fitia Coach. Once you select it, Fitia Coach is gonna give you a breakdown of how nutritious that food is and how it fits into the breakdown of your overall day. Whether it's balanced, higher in fats, or an option that might push your calories slightly higher for the entire day. It's designed to help you learn as you go. So over time, you start to recognize the patterns of your eating, learn more about your nutrition, develop a better sense of how to balance your meals. It's very simple and straightforward, but one of the more practical tools included, especially if you're newer to nutrition tracking, or if you just want more clarity around your eating without having to sift through reports or different data. When I was testing out the Fitia Coach feature, overall, I was impressed with how balanced it was. As a nutrition coach, I like how it highlighted the nutrient-dense foods while still encouraging a more realistic mindset around moderate food choices and moderation and balance in general. For example, when I analyzed foods like chips or Oreos, it didn't automatically label them as bad. It simply pointed out that they're not the best everyday choice, but they could still fit into your plan in moderation. So those are the main overall features of Fitia. But it also includes a few smaller features you'll probably end up using. There's a fasting timer with on-screen notifications, as well as a home screen widget. So if you're into fasting, you can track your fast, as well as get notifications when you're supposed to start and when your fasting period ends. Then there's the water tracker, which I actually love. It's a super small detail, but it makes tracking and planning your water super fun. You just tap the little cups to fill them up, which is an encouraging way to drink more water. It's actually fun to use. It also has progress tracking, so you can log your weight, photos, and measurements over time. And the graphs make it easy to see how your calories, macros, and progress change over time. Fitia even estimates your body fat percentage based on the measurements you provide. So you can track not just your weight, but also your body composition easily over time. And one of my favorite extras is the widgets. You can add different Fitia widgets to your phone so you can see your calories, macronutrients, and your progress streak without even opening the app. Now let's quickly talk about pricing. Fitia Premium costs $19.99 per month or $59.99 for the entire year, which comes down to around $5 per month if you pay annually. It also looks like they have a family plan for around $89.99 for 2 to 6 members, which works out to about $7.50 per month total. A great option if you're tracking with friends or family and want to make the entire process more affordable. You can also try out Fitia Premium for 3 days completely free before committing, which is a great way to check out those premium features before you have to pay for them. And if you decide not to upgrade, the free version is still going to give you everything you need to track your nutrition, your calories, and your macronutrients, water, and progress tracking, just without some of the higher end tools like meal plan generation and analysis. Overall, I was thoroughly impressed with Fitia. It was one of the most complete nutrition tracking apps that I've ever tried. What really stood out is how it combined the traditional essentials like a verified food database and personalized meal plans with more cutting edge tools like the voice, food, and text food logging, as well as the AI meal plan generation. Everything works together seamlessly to help you track your nutrition easily and effectively. And if you want even more helpful content, Fitia's social media accounts, especially their Instagram, is packed with different resources and education. And if you like the features in this video and you want to check out Fitia for yourself, go check out the first link in the description below and try Fitia for yourself. And that's it for today, folks. If you like today's breakdown of the Fitia app and want to learn how to track your calories the right way, check out this video I've linked up right here. I walk through everything step by step so you can finally see progress with your nutrition goals. Learn more about that in the video I've linked up right here, and I'll see you in the next one.